Greetings, my friends. It is I, Kolar the Unkilled, and let's take a quick rundown of the load order so I can show you what I've done with my weather, and also show off my new Beards of Power mod. Now, I won't show off the mod itself in this video. That is for a new series that I'll be undertaking. Ingvar the Scholar is going to read the lore books aloud, my friends. So, it's actually something that I have had a few requests for over time. If that's something you're interested in, then good news. If you're not going to want to listen to me read the lore books, then that's fine as well. It will not interest you. Either way, that new series is coming. Ingvar the Scholar is going to have quite the beard, as would be befitting that type of character. And here, my friends, is what I have done. Now, the last few videos that you've watched by me have used autumn skies as the weather. All the videos before that, my friends, have been Mythical Ages. So what have I done here? Something that is typically ill-advised, but other people have been combining weather mods lately, and I had to get into this. I know Gone Turbo had combined a couple of weather mods for one of his videos, and other of my friends and colleagues on the Discord lately have been combining NAT with various things like Mythical Ages and getting profound results. So I'm overriding Autumn Skies with Mythical Ages, and here's why. I love what Autumn Skies does for the interior. It darkens the interiors, but not too much, just in a way that makes it seem more realistic. If an interior is only lit by candle lights or a hearth fire, for instance. Outside, it looked amazing as well, but Autumn Skies outside was a bit too gloomy for my tastes. It was almost always oppressively foggy or rainy, and the clear days were amazing, but I prefer Mythical Ages for my outdoor look. So here's what happens. Mythical Ages overwrites everything Autumn Skies does, but I maintain the interiors. So I get the interior of Autumn Skies and the exterior of Mythical Ages, and I have to say, I think perhaps some of the Autumn Skies is coming through on the exterior as well. I don't know how much. It's just that I've been playing around with this, and I've seen some things that seem just slightly different or more improved over just Mythical Ages by itself. So we're going to be taking a look at that, my friends. We're going to see what happens. As you can see, I'm also running natural clouds, mountain fogs, auroras, HD stars and galaxies. Those are all weather category mods. Now let us just go down the list here rather quickly of the other mods that have mostly remained unchanged. Let's see, I did get rid of Rudolph. Oh, I added Zira retextured horses. So it's very lightweight, so I'm skeptical, but we'll check that out as well. Let's see how the horses look. What else? Tamriel Reloaded Grasses you've seen in the last few videos. I love that. It has replaced Vados Brahm in my load order, perhaps permanently. We shall see. Elements all in one. The problem with this is that there really should be a patch, and I cannot find a patch between these two because the embers take precedent, and so the fires are not the elements all in one, although you still get the lighting and shadowing effects from the mod, and of course it applies to all of your spells. Bears of the North. I almost forgot. I've tried the 1K version and the 2K version. There are some issues with this mod. It's otherwise amazing, I've been waiting for a good bear retexture for quite some time, so I'm glad these mods have come into play. I don't know why there's 4 or 5 versions by different porters of the same mod all of a sudden. I don't know why that is, but they all seem to have the same texture issues, and I will show you what that is momentarily. Okay, what else have we here, my friends? The Astronomer's Loft is where my new character who reads the lore books, that is where he's going to be stationed and reading those books. My test character is an orc, and he's going to be stationed here at the Miss Ray's Orc Longhouse. And it is such a shame that this mod has been taken down. The Biliroo Convention is such a wonderful mod, but something went awry during one of the updates, and now it's been taken down completely, which I'm really sorry to see, but I am keeping it in my load order for sure. Okay, what else have we here? Let's go ahead and get through the rest of these. My friends, SFO Definitive. Yes, I have gone back to SFO Definitive as my one and only tree mod. Even though I criticized it harshly a few videos ago, it remains in my mind the best choice for console. Here we are, my friends. Now, I was going to show off weathers. So why am I starting this video out within the cellar of Lakeview Manor, within an interior? Because I wanted to show the interior lighting. This is autumn skies, having darkened the interior, and I know that it's darker for you than it is for me. Keep that in mind. My friends, YouTube automatically darkens the videos, especially the interiors. I'm not sure how to counteract that without just jacking up the brightness level of my own game, which I don't really want to do. But the interior light level as you play the game is quite nice, and I'm not going to explore the expanded Hearthfire basement at this time. We'll save that for a later video. But oh, my friends, look at this bear. Can you even see it? It's rather dark. That bear looks very good. That's part of the new mod. Let's go upstairs, and I'll show you the bear that does not look so good. Once again, the interior lighting level may look a bit dark on your end, but to me, it is satisfactory. And my friends, to have a look at this. And that is the problem. And if I had a torch or a lantern, you could see it more clearly, but essentially, the textures have gone awry, or have gone not at all, on this particular Bears of the North mod. And thus far, it only pertains to certain ones. So, I'm going to keep it in my load order for now. Okay, here we are. It's nighttime. It's a good-looking night. I'm going to make my way on down to Oakwood. Once again, I am at Lakeview Manor. Look at that lighting. And once again, thank you for being here, my friends. I don't do that often enough. I really do appreciate all of my viewers, especially my regular viewers, those of you who watch all of my videos, all 4 of you or so. I really appreciate that. Here we are at Oakwood, and we'll be taking a look at some of the interiors while we're here. The lighting from the auroras is in full effect. Mythical Ages is not known for dark nights, but when the auroras are not out, it is a much darker night than this, be advised. We're going to have a look in the screaming goblin. I want you to see the interior lighting of this tavern, my friends. In addition to the fact that it is time for some ale, is it not? Okay, so look, can you see the shadows dancing on the wall there? And on the ceiling as well? Yes. Now, I know it's dark, but what an authentic look that presents. Is that not authentic for candle-lit interiors only? Okay, that is all I really wanted to show you in here. And so now I'm going to wait for a while. I'm going to wait until morning and the weather becomes sunny and clear, hopefully. Very good, my friends. Now we have a relatively clear day to play around with our settings. And... okay. Yes, now one nice thing about using Mythical Ages overwriting Autumn Skies, well, I'm about to show you. You can use the presets from both mods. Observe. So first we're going to use Autumn Skies presets. Let's try Gloomy. Yeah. That may appeal to some of you, but not to me. So Warm. Ooh, warm. Ooh. Oh wow. Warm is very nice. Look at this. It's very vibrant, is Warm. And even though it's warm, there's still lots of blue coming through. So let us do this. Let's try Cold. Oh, yeah. That really brings out the lens flare effect. Now, I can attest. Now, Mythical Ages does have its own lens flare effect, but I believe it seems to be enhanced when it overwrites Autumn Skies. Maybe it's my imagination, but I don't think so. Like I said, I've had Mythical Ages running in my game for a very long time. I'm quite familiar with it. Now let's try Vibrant. Yeah, now the Vibrant, oh yes, that really just enhances the colors of everything, does it not? That makes it look quite good. And we haven't even touched the Mythical Ages presets yet, so let's take a look here. Let's do that. Mythical Ages presets. And we'll go... Let's just jump straight to the one that I always use, which is Fantasy. Yes, now Fantasy adds a lot of bloom, and it really blurs out the sun. And I always go with Fantasy because it really enhances the sort of aura around the lights. The candles, whatever lights you have, are all really enhanced by Fantasy. So I wonder, though, this is Fantasy and a Vibrant setting both. I wonder if we could perhaps get a better look by going back to Autumn Skies and choosing... Let's choose the Warm option. Oh, wow. Nothing seemed to happen there. Here, let's, let's... Oh, okay, that's... I mispressed the button, but there we go. So that, I believe that is Gloomy. So Gloomy isn't bad, but it's still a bit gloomy for my taste. So let's go back to, okay. Let's go back to Cold. Ooh. Now, see, the Cold setting really brings out the detail in the clouds, the sun, the lens flare, while at the same time we get the effects of the Mythical Ages fantasy. Now, we can always use Display Enhancements to increase these values even more. For instance, let's see. This is something I played around with the other day. Let's try... Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to put it back on Vibrant. But I'm going to use... Display Enhancements Preset 1. Let's see what happens. And by the 9, my friends, we get this glorious blue and pink and orange and look at how vibrant and bright everything is, and yet the shadows are dark. The contrast is perhaps too much. The saturation is perhaps a bit too much. Okay. We're going to reduce the saturation. We'll reduce the contrast. We'll reduce the contrast by 2. And I'm also, something I usually do, I'm going to, let's see, in HDR options, I'm going to reduce the sky scale by 1. Okay, that darkens the sky ever so slightly. And I don't know about you, my friends, but this is a look that is appealing to me in my world because I like things bright and vibrant. But is it perhaps a bit too bright and vibrant? Oh, yes. So we use our Autumn Skies preset and take it cold. But then, oh, wow, it's way... something has gone awry here. It's way too dark like that. It's as if we're looking through a filmic preset of sorts. Okay, so I'm going to put that back. Let's try balanced. You know, for me, you really need the vibrant. Let's see. Let's try warm. What do you think, my friends? How does this look? Which was your favorite of the ones we've gone through? Now, feel free, of course, you're going to experiment on your own. And, my friends, I am not in the business of putting together load orders for the general public. You know, because it's so personal. My load orders are such a personal thing, with my preferences all throughout. Obviously, feel free to build your load orders around mine, but a lot of my mods you're not going to want. But, you know, this is the sort of thing that we can work on together. When you combine weather mods like this, you know, we can share what presets and what settings work the best. Let me check out this interior, maybe not. Okay, I've been having problems with this oak wood. So this particular playthrough, my friends, this general store in Oakwood, Rolomir's Finest Sundries, well, it's not open, ever. And I have had that happen before. You have to pick the lock just to get in, and then once you do that, it's open and you're good to go. But I have no lock picks. So we're just going to we're just going to have to forego that particular interior for the time being, although I like how it looks. Alright, let's look at some other interiors though, my friends. Bear with me here. I'm just wandering along, and everything looks really good. Whoa! Oh, no, you don't, orc. Do you even know who you're trifling with? Notice my weapon? That is another mod that I have that allows you to craft. Now, this is not Volendrung, but it is a replica of Volendrung. It does not contain the same enchantment, but it looks the same. So that is a nice mod to have. Alright, maybe I'm going to take this Warhammer too. I'm going to take some of these things. Alright. I'm going to go over to my Miss Ray's longhouse over here, and I'm going to pick up my 2 orc followers, and then we're going to check out some interiors. Well, we can check out in the interiors of the longhouse as well. Oh, here's one of those horses. So this is with the new horse texture mod. And my friends, that is a definite improvement over vanilla. Not the saddle. Unfortunately, the saddle is vanilla, but the horse itself looks much better. Now, is it Oblivion horses? Gods, no. Unfortunately not. But it looks great. Excuse me, it looks better than vanilla. Alright, forgive me as I trudge my way through this greenery. I'm going to get my followers here in Miss Ray's Orc Longhouse. You may have seen this in one of the more recent videos I did. It's all overgrown. I wish we could chop all this grass and stuff down without chopping it down everywhere else in Skyrim as well. But you... We need tweak, make, follower. You, my girl. Azuk. You're coming with me. There we go.
Lead us to our next task.
Not the prettiest, but she'll do. Where's the other guy at? I had a hard time finding him last time. Maybe he's inside. Let's take a look in the interior here with the current lighting setup. So after all of the tweaking with the weather mods and the display enhancements, it's a little bit more lit up on the inside. Not in a bad way, though. I wouldn't complain about any of this. It's still dark enough. Okay, so my other guy's not in here, but regardless, we need to look at interiors anyway. You can see some shadow work going on there. It looks... You know, it's not ELFX, my friends. It's not that fancy, but you know what else it's not? It's not fucking flickering, is it? No. I can't stand light flickering. That was a neat trick you just did, Azuk. Okay, now where is your... Ah, here he is. Bach! You're coming with me, Bach. Yes, you are. Obviously some pathing issues right here. He tends to walk towards the side of the house.
Yeah.
Very well.
Witness our deeds.
Malakath will witness our deeds, indeed. Okay, so now I suppose we'll just travel on to Whiterun and take a look at some of the interiors there. Since I have other mods going on, like JK's interiors and such. Let's have a look, shall we?
By Eastmere.
Oh, my goodness.
Just north by the Lauria's farm.
Let's get this dialogue out of the way, of course.
Like to see Lapis way out of that.
Now here, look at Uthgerd's hair with the Salt and Wind mod active.
Sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgerd.
It looks, well, it looks
Maybe you weren't coming back.
It looks decent, right? For not being a KS hair or Apache style, you know, whatnot. Big hair mods, in other words. Now, my Whiterun area is looking superb, and this is, you know, the colors in the sky that I'm seeing here. I don't know about you, but that looks just slightly different from what Mythical Ages by itself would look. And yes, I know I have Display Enhancements Preset 1 active, but my friends, I have used Display Enhancements Preset 1 extensively throughout my videos. And this still just looks a little bit different.
We'll pay whatever it takes.
Yes, now, that is a good looking, well, my goodness. I don't know what is going on with the flickering of the smoke. That's the only flickering I ever noticed, though. I'm not sure what is causing it. If anyone watching knows, let me know. Let's look at the hair.
I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Have you met my father? He's the steward.
Not yet. Now, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Does the hair look better than superior lore-friendly hairs? Maybe just a little bit, actually. Let's have a look inside here. We'll check out the interior lighting. There we go, my friends. Now, does this look good? Is it too dark? There's no shadows being put out by the fireplace. Now, if you watched my video about the JK's interiors, during that video, I was using Divine Interiors Shadows and Light, which is a wonderful, very, very dramatic lighting mod for interiors. It looks amazing. The only problem is that there tends to be conflicts, and so you get flickering in many places, especially a place like this that has been impacted by other interior mods. And so as much as I like Divine Interiors Shadows and Light, I think the current setup, while it might not be nearly as dramatic, guess what, my friends? There's no flickering. And is flickering not one of the most immersion-breaking aspects that you can come upon when you're wandering around interiors? To me, this looks good. In fact, I mean, there's still some shadow. Look, there's still some shadowing effect. In fact, it looks very good. And there's no flickering, once again. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go someplace else. Yeah, it's getting a bit dark, obviously. This is a dark night for Mythical Ages, for sure. Look at this gentleman swaying about here. He's added by TPOS2. See how his idle movement is reminiscent of just maybe about 3 too many drinks? He's gone out here for some fresh air. I can relate. Oh, wow. Now this is rather dramatic, my friends. You might not be able to see much in here because of YouTube makes this video darker than it is.
We sell bows, arrows, and ale.
There is very little that you'll be able to see. Ah, yes. But it is It's nighttime, it's dark outside, so not much light coming in through the windows. I mean, what do you think, my friends? This, to me, this is very realistic. It's atmospheric.
Then you've come to the right place.
It's immersive. So let us see how well lit is the Bannered Mare. Because, well, Belethor is closed, and so is Arcadia. Well, or is she? Hey, let's take a look in here. Ooh. Whoa, look at this. I hope it comes through, my friends, why I kept... So, Autumn Skies. I've kept Autumn Skies because of the way it darkens the interiors, but it darkens in such a way to maintain absolute realism. And then when you combine the Window Shadows mod that I have, Window Shadows with the Inferno, which also puts out light, it makes for a really atmospheric, really immersive experience. It's not as dramatic as Divine Interiors, but there's no fucking flickering. Yes, let's check out Dragon's... No, first we'll check out the Bannered Mare. Okay, to the Bannered Mare we go. On a dark and stormy night.
You? No, please.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from
I'll tell you what.
the braggart did swagger and
There are shadows being cast.
some gold he had made. But then he went quiet
This is almost disturbingly realistic.
till the who said,
Smoke coming from the candles.
"Lie and you drink all our mead."
So
So selling my produce is really the only...
So, Nesbit, if you're watching this, there used to be a boy that always sat up here on the beams, and I haven't seen him for a while. Did you remove him? I hope not, but I'm sure if you did, you had your reasons.
I want to see you.
I always enjoyed seeing him up there.
I can't. Not tonight.
A couple times I climbed up there to talk to him.
Father is starting.
But what do you think, my friends?
Your imagination running wild.
Keep in mind, it's darker in the video than it is when you're playing.
Like that, John. And the
I wish there was something I could do about that.
definitely.
Aside from, like I said earlier, jacking my own brightness settings. Here, let's see. Let's see what happens. Brightness, all the way up. Yeah, see, that's... Now it looks fake. Now it looks artificial. I already had it up somewhat. Okay. Ugh. Gosh. Okay. Right there is where I had it. I wonder if display enhancements would be a better use of the brightness. Well, the one place I want to look, the one last place I want to look tonight, my friends, is Dragon's Reach. So that's where we're going to go.
Someone's been pilfering crops from my farm.
So my friends, I tell you what, I am forever a student of the game. And some of you have really elaborate display enhancements settings that you impart to your games. Now, I would like to hear about those, if you'd put them in the comments, if you'd be so kind and generous to do so. Now, I understand, though, it applies to each individual weather mod you're using, and I guaranteed none of you are currently overwriting Autumn Skies with Mythical Ages. But if you are, perhaps you are, and you've found some great settings, let me know, my friends. Tell me. I will put them to the test here in my game. But I tell you what, this is way too dark even for me. So I'm going to wait until daylight, and then we'll check out Dragon's Reach. Oh, now this is a very... okay. Now this is a very different look. Here it is, 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 8 a.m. Whoa, it's still quite dark. You know, this is why we have torches and lanterns. I'll buy one from Belethor when he opens up. I swear I will. But now look at this. The light is coming through, although I'd reckon that it's still a rather cloudy day outside, because not much light is coming through. Look at the shadow. Is that not realism, though? Look, you can tell it's cloudy outside right now, so you can tell. This is what it would look like inside Dragon's Reach when the weather is as such. My last stop, then, is Belethor's. Actually, it's not that cloudy out. I mean, it's overcast. Let's call it overcast. Plenty of light. Whoa, there's the sun. Yes. I love a bright sun. Alright, let us go to Belethor's. We'll check out the interior lighting, and also my test character will purchase a lantern. You haven't gotten a very good look at my test character yet, have you? Let's take a look here. There he is, my friends. The Beards of Power is in effect, although just barely. You can't really make it out here. Yeah, there it is. It's a much higher quality beard than what is available in the vanilla game. So, this is Belethor's. So, if you compare this with what I show in the video, the JK's video that I made,
I assure you, I'm prepared to make any deal.
it was brighter before, but, I mean, this is this not rather realistic? Alright, listen, buddy.
Everything's for sale, my friend.
Everything's for sale. Yes, your sister. I know. Okay, let's do this. There we go.
Do come back.
Too bad he doesn't sell the cloaks.
You need visibility. Foolish old. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Well, there you have it, my friends. That is going to conclude this video. I hope you do stick around and watch my Ingvar the Traveler, who is going to read the lore books. I will put forth a separate intro video for that series, so that you must not have watched this one to know about that. But it's on its way, my friends. Elsewise, I'll continue to test just a little bit more before I engage in an actual playthrough. Alright? I'm almost there. Any suggestions or comments, please feel free to comment on YouTube. Yes, my friends, once again, I remain Kolar the Unkilled as my test character. And once again, as always, thank you for watching.